Lastly, I would like to close with Juneteenth. So in District F, yes, we've mentioned, thank you, Mayor, for acknowledging Piney Point, and I love them so much. But there's some other remnants of freedmen's towns in and around District F. Piney Point, which is still around Carver Crest, and actually Public Works completed a drainage enhancement project recently in that community. And so now their drains are fixed, they're up to date, they're current. And I actually walked the streets not too long ago, and they said, "Are you the council lady?" And I said, "Yes, I'm your council lady." So they appreciated. They were just shocked that I was walking the streets and just checking out their drains. So and we're going to release a series of oral history stories in our newsletter and on social media on Friday. So most people don't know this, but Alief had a growing Black community after the Civil War. And in 1896, there were two schoolhouses, one for white children and one for Black children. And an African-American farmer by the name of David Outley actually taught the Black students. There's a school in Alief named after David Outley, and there was a growing African-American Methodist Episcopal Church that was lost to the 1899 and 1900 floods. So most people don't know that, but it's in the Alief Historical Society's archive. So I want to acknowledge that Alief also had a remnant of a freedmen's town. It's not specifically in my district, but they do so much work in my district. And I want to shout out McGee Chapel. McGee Chapel is located on Highway 6 between Westheimer and Briar Forest, which is in District G, but they do a lot of outreach and service. And they were founded in 1865 as well, after receiving the general orders that the enslaved Blacks were free. They purchased that lot of land, and they moved the church to their current location in 1919. They actually moved. So the current location was there in 1919. It's another freedmen's town that's in our Houston area. And so I know there was a bike ride from Galveston, but I would like Bike Houston to consider maybe a bike ride to all the remnants of freedom towns throughout the city, which will include several stops in the district, in District F and in West Houston.